Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
Well, it was a long weekend, I'll tell you that. That was an incredibly long weekend. Anyway, but it's good to be back. It is good to be back. I will not be gone like that, hopefully forever anymore. Forever, I will never go like that, go away for more than like a couple of days, more than like one day. Anyway, thank you for joining me as I come back to reality. Andrew, thank you for being here. I appreciate you as always. Princess Aquarius, what's going on? Brianna, ask your question. Mina, how are you doing? Good to see you. We got Zimmy, we got Sarah, we got Modern Muse, Tarot. We got everybody here tonight. Everybody is here and we are ready to roll with our Tarot Tower right over here. The same Tarot Tower that we've had for quite some time now. So we do need to get the other Tarot Tower up and running, but you know, it's just a matter of time for that. Let's start out today with a deck that we haven't used in a minute. Within a minute, we got the wheel. Modern Muse Tarot wants a general reading. We will do so with the Golden Wheel Tarot. Yeah, so it was an interesting weekend to say the least. So I was on the beach, but unfortunately it was freezing cold and raining. So anyway, there were all sorts of issues from not having any TV to having one towel for 4 people to, let's see, what are the issues we have? The oozing floor. It was interesting. It was interesting. I can tell you that. Very interesting indeed. Anyway, Catherine, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's see what's going on here. For a general reading, we got Strength, Chariot, and the Star. Now, that is unusual, right? Right, all majors. That's kind of what we need, all majors as a starting point for today's stream. Strength, Chariot, and the Star. Now, this is a pretty good shuffled deck. This is a deck we've been using for like a year. It's been used for like a year, almost every day. So this is a well-shuffled, well-used deck. Love Apples, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Anyway, let's get a general read off that with a couple of majors. I mean, you know, Strength does say, Zimmy, thank you for your donation over PayPal. Appreciate you. Strength into a Chariot, into a Star. This is your patience is being rewarded. Basically, your patience is being rewarded. And that is nice. That is nice. I like this. I think this is a good starting point. Strength says you've had patience for things. You've had the project that you have been excited about, but just wasn't working out. You've had the excellent idea that you couldn't implement. You've had some interesting challenges that you sort of put up with, that you sort of had a lot of patience with. And basically it says that this thing is sort of working out for you, or basically it has produced kind of a result that you want at the end of the day. I think that's kind of important here. In other words, produced a result that you want. Because I think a lot of times we do things not kind of knowing where the end result is going to be. And I think this is basically you being rewarded for your patience. Linda, welcome to the stream. And GK, thank you for your donation. The Chariot says the reward is actionable. It is something we need to chase. We need to pursue. We need to be focused on. And that's kind of the point here. We need to focus on this particular thing in order to get it realized, in order to get it moving, in order to get it where we really need to be at the end of the day. And the Star says this is, again, something that has been led to you, something that's been guided to you. So patience was indeed a virtue. You've had patience. You put up with things probably nobody else would have. Chariot says it's actionable right now. It's time to move on. It's time to get a lot of things started with that. And the Star says you'll be kind of guided through it, right? Step by step, every sort of way on the road, every track on the road, you're going to be sort of guided in the direction that it needs to be. And I think that is important indeed. Linda, welcome to the stream. Or Linda, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, we got that one out of the way. Catherine, how does Jay feel about me? Are there any chances of a relationship? Rose, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Thank you for your donation. All right, let's see. We're going to do Catherine, and then we're going to hop over to PayPal and get Zimmy's question asked and see if we get some Jamaica action going on over there. I mean, you know, Jamaica's good this time of year when it's nice and cold up here. Hopefully it's not that way in Jamaica. Hopefully it doesn't look like the vacation that I took in Jamaica. Anyway, how does Jay feel about me? Are the chances of a relationship within here, within this context, within this thing? 10 of Wands, King of Wands, and the Sun. Basically, that says, yeah, we do have chances of a relationship. We do have a lot of things happening. It feels like things are developing, things are warming up, things are growing, and that's kind of what you need, right? You need this to be more enveloping. You need this to be more exciting, or sort of rolling on to the next objective or moving on to something bigger, something better. I think that's where you're at. The Sun, especially as the end card, does say we're moving into something larger, something bigger. So there is a development. There is some expansion. It sort of feels a lot, I mean, as far as expansion, like a little Jupiter is sneaking into the project, right? A little Jupiter is sneaking into this little connection that we have here. The King of Wands says there is some fiery aspect here as well that we're kind of excited about. So I think the fire develops, the fire grows, the fire envelops us. The fireball hits all of the walls. The fireball just bounces around. It makes the action that you need. The King of Wands is there, and that fire produces the sun, gets us where we need to be there as well. 10 of Wands, though, it does say you need to be patient with it. This is not something that, is going to be over in the next 10 minutes kind of thing. So, yeah, they do like you. Let it develop. Let it grow. Let the fire sort of get some more kindling under it, some more wood under it, and then, and let it expand, let it grow, and let it become the sun. And I think you have a lot of good things over there that you would like to happen will happen indeed. There's some good chances for a relationship. I like it a lot. Off to PayPal. I like that too a lot. And Zimmy wants to know, will Kay ask me to stay with her? All right. Will Kay ask me to hang out? Well, Kay wants us to stay. What is happening with all that? If I was Kay and I wanted you to stay, I'd go with this one. What do you think? What do you think? Tori G, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. I think that this is going to be a nice one right here, if I can find the button. I'm looking for the button in case you wonder why I'm stalling. I'm looking, there it is. The Gentle Tarot just came out with a mini deck, but I didn't get it because I like it big. I like it thick. I'm just saying, if there's some girth to it, I like it. Will Kay like the girth too? Will Kay ask me to stay over there in Jamaica? Do we have a chance? Do we have some good things happening with that particular thing? We don't read all upside down, so we're going to go with an 8 of Stones, with a 9 of Thunder, and the Judgment card. Now, I think basically there's a disconnect in this relationship. I think there's a bit of a disconnect here. It feels like that this thing sort of crumbles down a little bit and then picks up, and then it gets better, but you're gonna have to let it kind of collapse a little bit first, right? Tosh, thank you for your donation. Renee, what is going on? Yeah, it was a fun vacation. It was a fun vacation. It had a few challenges embedded in there, but whatever. Anyway, well, Kay asked me to stay with her. The relationship basically has to crumble down a little bit before it gets started again. The Judgment card, we need a rebirth, reincarnation. We need to have this sort of renewed and a feeling of that starting over. It feels like a lot of times, in a lot of ways, the relationship feels like it's sort of at a dead end. It is at an impasse. It needs something to kickstart it. And I think that you're hoping that if she says, stay with me in Jamaica, we go over there, it's going to make this thing work. It's going to make this thing exciting. Honey Delight, thank you for your donation. But the reality is, according to the tarot, reality is that this is something that needs to sort of collapse and then get a rebirth in order to work. That is the bottom line. Bottom line. I know it's long explanation for this, but bottom line, it needs to collapse and be reborn in order for it to really be there. Because I think there's a lot of things being held back. There's a lot of things being not communicated, and you are stuck at an impasse. At least that's what the tarot says. Now, Virgo men, oh my. Virgo, I'm a Virgo man, and I can't imagine dating me. I can't imagine it. I don't know who would be crazy enough. Sun Space Flower, what's going on? Welcome from Europe. Welcome back from Texas. GK wants to know, the Virgo man's current feelings, what are they doing? How are they doing it? Are they going to be traditional Virgo out here? If I'm a traditional Virgo, I want the Hermit card. No, I want this run out here. The Tarot of the Divine. It is all about the divine. It is all about the tarot. And this is where the Virgo man meets the road. The Virgo man. Catherine Fan, thank you. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate you coming in with a double shot tonight. Look at that. A double shot over here. All right. It is Monday. Hopefully all y'all had a great Monday. Everybody's going back to work from Thanksgiving weekend. It's hard to go back to work. It is difficult to get back to work and drag out of bed this morning, I'll tell you that. But you know, I managed to do it. Anyway, what are the Virgo man's current feelings for me? We do have the Hierophant. We get the High Priestess and the Fool. You got 3 out of 4 majors. I like that. That's a good start. That's a good that's a good boot up process for that computer. High Priestess says they're holding back, and that's kind of traditional for a Virgo man. I mean, just ask me. They're holding back a little bit. They have a lot of things they're thinking. They have a lot of things processing over there. They have a lot of overthinking happening. They have a lot of worry and concern and a little bit of anxiety. It just feels like that they're just not expressing half that shit. High Priestess, they're holding a lot back. Behind that veil is a lot of information that you are not privy to. I mean, I'm just saying, you are not privy to. Anyway, but yeah, the Hierophant says that it's sort of at a point, right, with the Ace of Swords, where there needs to be a level of deeper communication right now. I think we need to have a level of deeper communication. We need to be able to communicate, to be able to look in each other's eyes, to be able to get this thing going, to be able to get this concentration where we need it to be, to get the feelings out. And it feels like this just ain't happening. It just ain't happening, GK. And that's something we need to do. The Hierophant. There's a lot of things that just need to be discussed, especially next to the Ace of Swords and next to the Fool. Now, this does say we're going to bring out some things that we really don't want to hear. You know, it's the way it goes. We're going to bring out some things we really don't want to hear. I don't think some of these are going to be just fantastic and beautiful, but the thing is, once we get this communication out, once we get that Virgo man talking, I think it's going to be very important that we understand what they're saying, and we kind of, can appreciate a little bit of that, because Virgos hold back a lot. Virgo men hold back a lot of stuff. Ace of Swords says we need to get that communication out there. What are their current feelings? The Fool. I think they are ready for an adventure. They are ready to sort of go in with this and launch a bunch of things, but they're just anxious. They have a little anxiety about a couple of things. You need to get that out, get talking, get some deep communication, deep levels of communication in. I think it's going to help a lot. Ace of Swords says that is entirely possible. Sure. Fool. Hey, I mean, thumbs up. We like. Can we get some love balloons too? I think that's legal. Thumbs up and love balloons. I like it. I think it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Overall, communication is going to band-aid up, patch up everything that could be wrong, and is really going to make you move forward with this quite a bit. Anyway, now KJ is going to meet someone special on a business trip. There is a magician. There's a magician that does comedy, kinda. Anyway, he says, "Is that your wife, sir? Or are you on a business trip?" I mean, is that your wife, sir, or are you on a business trip? I don't know. Let's find out with a little bit of this, what the hell is my thing? Waterfall Tarot for Linda. Will KJ meet somebody special on her business trip this weekend? Let's find out this week. Let's find out if the business trip holds some love action. Maybe we get a two of cups. Maybe we get a lovers. Maybe we get something nice up in here. A little bit of action, adventure with all of that stuff. Oh, well, a lot of... Okay, well, all right. King of Pentacles reversed. Business trip is not very productive. We kind of got that with the Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, and the Hanged Man. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. There's not any there's not any big things happening with the business trip, or there's not anything like substantial coming out with the business trip with that. The Hanged Man reversed. In fact, it feels kind of normal. It feels kind of boring. The King of Pentacles, it feels like there's not a lot of business in the business trip sometimes, you know? Sometimes there's not a lot of business within this business trips. But, King of Pentacles reverse says it's a lot of struggle. It feels like a lot of things need to happen. A lot of things need to get finished. A lot of things need to get polished out here. The King of Pentacles being reversed, this is going to be kind of challenging to do on this particular trip. It feels like there are a lot of distractions here that don't need to be there, right? Queen of Wands, we're able to get everything we need done. In other words, if we have goals, we're able to knock all of those out. We're able to accomplish all of these cool things that are happening. But the Queen of Swords reversed. It feels like there's not a lot of command or control. It feels like some people are taking the wheel, taking the command and pulling it out, not letting us do what we kind of need to do sometimes. It feels like that's just not the opportune thing. Hanged Man reversed. I don't think there's anything sparkling and amazing or unusual on this trip. It feels like somebody said they would. It feels like somebody else said they were going to meet somebody special on this business trip. I disagree. I think they're going to meet somebody special. They're going to meet somebody special almost at the New Year's point. They're going to meet someone interesting at the New Year's point, basically, is what I'm thinking. It's what I'm thinking. Kind of an interesting thing. Anyway, that's what I think. I'm going to move the date out. I think somebody else told them they're going to meet somebody special, and I disagree, but I'm going to move the date out and say, not only do I disagree, I think something is happening more along the New Year's realm, for this. Anyway, general for December, can we do that? Rose wants to know if we can get a little bit of a general to come in for December, because where the hell did November go? November vanished like a magic. Speaking of magic trick, it just vanished literally like a magic trick. Rose, I know you want the Vox Arcana. You want the Vox Arcana up in here. That is what is going on. RR with the double shot tonight. RR, thank you for your 2 donations. I appreciate that. Let's see. Tori, I do not have Mystic Melodies ready to go yet, Tori. I unboxed it, but I did not get it ready to go. In other words, I need to shuffle it. I'm a Virgo, so I need to shuffle it like really good. And I didn't do that yet, just did not do that yet. So, what other deck do you want? Tori? We'll get you some other deck. Anyway, we're going to use the Vox Arcana on this particular read. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into for December. Rose, Jesus Christ, Rose, you got a lot of stuff going on in December. Rose, what's happening over there? Veronica, welcome back. How you doing? I missed you too, Veronica. Look at you.
I love you.
9 of Cups. Rose, Vox. Okay, we can do the Vox. I mean, we got the Vox out. We got it warmed up. We got it going. 9 of Cups, Rose. It feels like December, somebody inviting you to a party. It feels like this is happening. It feels like that there is a party. Now, 9 of Cups is frequently known as a sort of a celebration card, emotional things hitting a head and all that stuff. I don't really think it's emotions hitting you on the head. I don't think emotions are getting to a climax either. Veronica, thank you for your donation. It feels kind of like that somebody's inviting you to a party, or you're running a party, or somebody needs a party. Something's going on with a celebration. That's a new definition of the 9 of Cups that I like. And there's a couple of tarot decks coming out that sort of jive with that too. I'm just thinking. Yogi, well, thank you for your donation. 2 of Pentacles. Says December is a time of choices. December is not a time to sit around and wait. And that really feels like that, especially with the Four of Wands and this combination here. It feels like there are some choices that need to be made in December, and you don't want to do it. You don't want to do it at all. I think you want to dodge that like a running back for the Dallas Cowboys. And it feels like the Four of Wands would just, There's a lot of things that you want to not do in December, and I think you should not do the not do. I think you should actually be doing. Two of Pentacles said there is some choices to be made. That's going to be important. Five of Swords is why I say be careful with this, right? You do not want to sit on some of these because things will pass you by. On the Five of Swords says so. It's the Lord of defeat, but it's almost like we defeated people that aren't even there, people that don't even have any action or don't even have any environment within this realm. They're back there, just merged into the mist. It feels like December is a time of choices and time to take action and not delay. I would not delay. I would not procrastinate. Would not put anything off in December. Absolutely do not put anything off in December. I think you will regret it. At least that's what the cards say. I'm just saying no mystic melodies yet. I mean, I am kind of lazy. Tori, you understand? Tori, you got to understand. I'm just lazy. When I unbox a deck, I need a couple more days in order to get the deck ready and shuffled up and everything else. Anyways, let's get some cards. Get some soul cards. Tosh, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. From the Vox Arcana. We used it once. We can use it twice. We may use it thrice. I mean, I don't know. Soul cards. What kind of soul do you got, Tori? What kind of good things you got up there in that soul? The Ten of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. Oh, man. Seven of Pentacles after the Four of Swords. Emma, thank you for your donation. I mean, I'm just saying. The Ten of Wands, it does feel like you need a reading right now, Tori. Tori, you need a reading right now. This is one of those times, one of those days that just feels like you need a reading, right? You need a reading. Karen, I've not gotten it yet, but let me know your question. We'll hop you on in there. It just says that it's one of those months. It has been one of those months, Tori, the way it goes. Four of Swords says you making more of an effort of strategy is working out for you. Is really going to be working out for you. It's going to be powerful here. Four of Swords, right? Especially with this infant, especially with the baby within it. This is the delay card. This is sort of a don't do anything, but let's prepare. Let's rest. Let's take a break. I think a break is kind of what you need right now. It really feels like your break is really kind of what you're needing right now. And I think it's because of Seven of Pentacles. You've done the damn work. You've done this work, Tori. You've dug the holes. You've done the work. You've done everything that you need to do, and you're just basically waiting for the results. And I think that's all right. I think that's all right because the Ten of Wands says you probably did more than you should. And that's going to be all right. That's going to be okay because I think it's going to work out. Seven of Pentacles says things are going to work out with that. Four of Swords, I wouldn't take any action. I'd take a break, let it rest, let it ride. It's almost like one of the books where it says creating your own reality. You can't just constantly be creating. Emma, thank you for your other donation. You have to create, get hardcore about it, and then stop, and then let the world pick it up and run with it. Because if you're always trying to create, you're always desperately seeking the results, you're never going to get them. Because you're just waiting. You're just, anticipation a little too thick there. Yogi, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. All right, we got 10 gazillion donations tonight. We have 24 donations already. We've been here 15 minutes? No, 20 minutes. Renee, thank you for your donation. All right. Let's see what else is going on over there. We got Tosh. A feels for me, our future, we are talking again. Talking again is good. Tosh, is this the person you blocked? Is this the person you blocked? I mean, is this, I got to know. This is going to be an interesting read. This is the way it goes, right? A feels for me, we're actually talking again. We're having a conversation. Seven of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. A doesn't know what the hell to do. Linda, thank you for your other donation. A doesn't know what the hell to do. And that's a problem for you, Tosh. That is a problem. That means you're really going to kind of have to pick up stuff and run with it at some point. I'm not saying you have to get the ball and just completely run with it. You know what I mean? Karen, I just got your donation. Emma, thank you for your donation. It feels like you're going to have to pick it up and go with it like a running back in the NFL. Okay, because Page of Pentacles, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Ace of Pentacles, I want to start it. I want to get it going. I want to get it moving, right? I started the car, but I don't know how to drive. Anybody can start the car, but I just don't know how to drive. I don't know how to drive. I think that is coming up there. I think that is a problem. I think that's going to hit you eventually. It's not going to be that, not going to be that great. Anyway, you're going to have to pick up and run with it. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. You're talking again. That's fine. You're talking again. But I wouldn't just sit there and just sort of wait. I wouldn't do that. I would pick it up and run with it a little bit. Run the ball a few yards down. I'm not saying run it to the end zone. I'm saying, Karen, thank you again. I appreciate you. I'm saying run it 10 yards. And then throw it to somebody else. Is that okay? Can I say that? Is that okay? Honey Delight, when will I start to see lots of sales after I launch? I've launched and I need sales. I mean, you worked your heart out with that Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups says you worked your heart out. Seven of Swords and the Five of Wands. This is something where it is a competitive market. It's a competitive market, okay? And I think that's what you got to realize, that you're competing. And in order to compete, you're going to have to be fresh. You have to be vibrant. You can't sit on things and just be like, hey, I launched. You know what I mean? I launched. What can I do? Nothing. I'm just going to kind of hang out. I don't think that's going to work for you. Ace of Cups says put that passion into it. Even though you already launched, keep putting the passion into it. People will see that and they will come in droves. Seven of Swords in here. You got the 5, you got a 7 and an Ace. I think it's going to be 6 months. That's what I'm saying. You're seeing lots of sales, 6 months. That you want to know, you got a 5, a 7, and an Ace. Combine them all up. I'm saying 6 months. Anyway, but you said lots of sales. You didn't say sales. You said lots of sales, and that's what I'm going to give it. Anyway, Brianna, will my brother give me a loan if I ask him? I'm just saying. Right? I mean, I ask for a loan, and I'm like, hey, bro, can I get some cash? And he's like, that'll be all right. I mean, you're going to pay up. They're going to pay up. Give me a loan. Give me a little loaner. I could use a little cash. And that's always helpful when they loan us the cash, when they give us that cash. And I think that's going to be, important if we can figure out if that cash is going to come or not. You know what I'm saying? But will they give it to me? Simple yes, no question. Brianna is alone indeed on this. Let's find out what we're going to get with that. Queen of Pentacles, Magician, and the Two of Cups. That's a massive thumbs up. Is what that is. Queen of Pentacles shows you receiving the money. It shows your contentment. It shows everything being cool. Magician says, I mean, you know how to ask, right? You know how to ask. You're like, well, look, I mean, help me out. And I think the Magician says they're able to do it. You're able to get it. And that is it. Karen, I did receive both. Thank you again. Two of Cups is the connection is there. They're going to be able to help out. They're going to be able to assist. That's a thumbs up, right? That is a thumbs up. It's just simple. It's simple. It's so easy. Sometimes it's so easy to do a reading up here. It's so easy to do readings because they just read themselves. You know what I mean? They just read themselves. You don't have to do a lot of work sometimes. And that's what I like about the stream. That's what I like about tarot sometimes. Catherine Fan. Advice on how to approach him or deepen a connection. Can I get this connection together and make it happen? Is there something that I can do personally to deepen a connection? Because
everybody loves the D.
And the deeper the connection, the better. Anyway, how do I approach? What do I say? I mean, the Eight of Cups says don't come in too strong, right? Don't come in too strong. You got to approach a little bit. You got to back up a little bit. Approach a little bit, back up a little bit. The 8, the 2, the 8, the 2 combo, right? What you don't want to do is like run in and just be straight up, annoying. You don't want to run in and be straight up annoying about it. I think if you just approach back off, that's going to be a win. I think a lot of things are going to happen. You have a lot of good connection with that. Temperance says there needs to be a balance here because it just feels like that a deep connection is not something we can force, not something I can convince them to do. It's something that needs to happen organically. You know what I mean? It needs to happen organically, and that's going to be very important here. Temperance says let it do that. That is going to be fascinating and the good thing. Again, approach and then, sort of back off a little bit. Again, you don't want to be in their face about it. You don't want to be stressful about it. You can't just overload them with stuff. Implant the ideas, implant the connection, and let it be the way it needs to be. Because a lot of times trying to force something will come up and just sort of not be good. Not be good indeed. Anyway, Karen wants to know, did they get the PayPal? I did indeed. And Karen, it's your turn. What will happen between A and I? Will he move? Oh, wait. What's the rest of the question? All right. Karen wants to know. Karen. No, it's not Karen. Between A and I, Dallas. Okay, Dallas. I live in Dallas. That's funny. My name doesn't start with A, though. All right, well, what will happen between A and I? Will they move to Dallas? Will they give this opportunity to go to the great city of Dallas, maybe a suburb, maybe Plano, Richardson? I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. So many damn suburbs of Dallas. Dallas has an endless amount of freaking suburbs. And literally an endless amount of suburbs, from Frisco to Plano to Allen to McKinney to let's see what's below Dallas. I don't go to those cities below Dallas. I'm going to pass on that. Anyway, downtown Dallas. I mean, we can do downtown Dallas if you like crime. Anyway, I lived in downtown Dallas for a little bit. That was not something I want to repeat. I can tell you that for sure. Anyway, between A and I, will they move to Dallas? What will happen? I think that they're not willing to move is what I really think, right? Ren, thank you for your donation. I think we have a little bit of a hesitation about moving. I don't really think that they're keen on moving just now. Give them some more time. I wouldn't really hammer this out and say, we need to move. We need to do this. We need to do that. I'd let this be kind of relaxed. They don't want to move, is what I'm saying. They don't want to move. It just seems like there's some big hesitation to that. It's cold. It's rainy. We're poor. We're broke. We're injured. They just don't want to move. Now, I'm not going to say that they don't want a happy family. They don't want a happy relationship with you. They do. They do, but moving is not something that they want to really do, basically. So I don't think they're keen on moving. I think they do want a happy family. They do want a relationship. They do want a lot of good things within here, but they're just not willing to make that sacrifice of the moving. But that's the way it goes, Sunshiny Day, thank you for your hanging out with us. What's going on? Creative Arts, thank you for hanging out with us as well. AC, what's up? I'm just saying. They got an issue with the movement. Man, they really like you, Karen. They really like you indeed. Look at you over there. All right. And Karen also wants to know, would I get a City View apartment in January? Let's do a one-carder. City View apartment, can I get it in January? Oh, I think so. Well, I mean, I think you're going to get kind of like that. I think you have a lot of options. Money seems to be the problem. I think you're passionate about it. I think we're ready to go with that. I think we're ready to move in, basically, with that. It feels like a City View apartment is going to be challenged to get. This seems to be the first one that sells out. It also seems like they've jacked the price recently, basically, on this, kind of yanking it maybe outside of your range. It feels like it's going to be challenged to get there, but I do think you have a chance at it. I do think it looks pretty good. It just seems really challenging to knock that out or to get that within the scope of what you kind of want to do, where you kind of want to be on that. Anyway, what else we got going on? We got RR with a double shot. With the Aries guy contact me this week. All right, we got a new Aries guy. The Aries guy, will they contact me? And, do they like me? For this one, I want to go for a more traditional, kind of boring, everyday, average love deck. And this is going to be this. Well, I said boring, but I mean, it's definitely not boring, to say the least. Modern Love Tarot is the name, in case you're wondering. You're like, what was that beautiful deck? That was a Modern Love Tarot. Sunshiny Day, thank you for your donation. Look at you. All right. Will that new Aries guy, they're out, they're about, will they contact me this week? Do they like me? What do they think of me? Four of Swords, Three of Swords, and the Five. Jesus Christ, that's bad reading. that really knocked me off guard. Sometimes because I draw random cards all the time, and sometimes it feels like it just knocked me off guard. I do not think that they're going to contact. Something's going on over there. You got the Five of Cups, the Lord of Disappointment, like I did not get contacted. The Three of Swords, heartbreak, all of this stuff. The Four of Swords, this week seems challenged. It really does. Next week seems better. I'm just saying this weekend, maybe next week, you're going to wait, right? Four of Swords is wait. You're going to wait. You're going to be disappointed about it. I think you're going to be worried about it. I think there's unnecessary worry within here. Alaya, thank you for your donation. But we have a follow-up question because that's a rough read. I mean, that's a rough ride over there. What are the current feelings of this Aries? It is an Aries. They're hard to read. I mean, sometimes Aries are going to be rough to read, but we just had a disappointment. We got a delay in getting contacted. You're going to be okay. You're going to be all right because how do they feel about you? They really like you. But this week, seems challenged indeed. You got the Lovers, you got the Three of Cups going in there, and the Queen of Pentacles. They like you. I think they like you. They do indeed. Now, it's almost like that they have a leftover relationship with somebody else they're trying to clean up or something like that. A leftover relationship they're trying to clean up, get rid of, do something, maybe the tassels. I don't know what's going on over there, but the Lovers card, they like you. They have a lot of they have a lot of love for you. And they're kind of busy. They are kind of busy indeed. Aries guy, kind of busy. They got things going on. But look like next week's going to be a little better for the contact. But they really like you. They just need to clean up some leftover things from another contact, another connection. General readings for Veronica. Let's stick with the modern love tarot. We did all of the pretty graphics on screen and stuff, might as well stick with it. Might as well give it one more shot. See what kind of good stuff we can have over here for a general. Samantha, welcome to the stream, and how are you doing? Two of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. This is about picking up the pieces from things that have fallen down, Picking up the pieces from things that have fallen down, because sometimes after Thanksgiving, things have just fallen down. Things have not gone the way that we need to. Knight of Swords, there's some unnecessary worry, some unnecessary thought that is going around, that is creeping around here. We kind of need to get rid of this. We need to Veronica, we need to just clean that up. Get a broom and just sweep all that up. Because the Knight of Swords says, don't be too concerned. Don't be concerned about this stuff. It is about picking up the pieces coming up after Thanksgiving. Two of Swords says there are some pieces in there. There's some things that need to be band-aided up, repaired maybe. Some things that are crossed, some things that just didn't connect. We have a little bit of a distance thing happening too, right? Marina, thank you for your donation. But the Queen of Cups says, feel your passion now. Don't let it fade, because you're tempted to let it fade with this concern, with this worry, with the disconnects. Don't let it fade. Keep the passion alive. Keep the passion going. I think it's going to be important for you. The Queen of Cups says so. Samantha, thank you for your donation. IT guy, what's going on? Good to see you. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving as well. I went on a 4-day trip, and I drove 24 hours. Which is a long time to drive, by the way. Anyway, how did the class go? Yogi's got a class. Yogi's got a lot of class. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Okay, Yogi's got a lot of class. All right, let's use a Somnia tarot for this so we don't fall asleep because that's what happens. Yogi, that's what happens. We fall asleep in the class. You don't want to do that. Ain't nobody got time for falling asleep in the class. Somnia tarot says stay up and get it done. Stay up. Six of Wands says class is going to go. Ace of Coins, and it's good. It's good. I think this is golden. This is something you want to go forth and go with. I think it has a lot of good things happening for it. I think that's something that you want to do. It's something that you want to do, you want to stick with. Overall, I'm trying to organize these. Overall, I like it. Six of Wands, the Lord of Victory. It's all right. It's okay. Basically, I say you're good. You're good. You're golden. Class is going to go fine. Six of Wands, the Lord of Victory. Ace of Coins. We have a lot of things that you're going to have ideas. Be sure to take notes. Be sure to take notes. That is going to be important. Be sure to take notes with that. And the Chariot says you're going to have some follow-up things from the class. Basically, if the class is teaching you something, you want to practice it. You want to go implement it. Not something where you're just going to watch. If you just watch and don't do it, you're kind of screwed. Samantha, thank you for your other donation. Tosh, what percentage of my salary go up before 2023 ends? What percentage will my salary go up? I've never had this. This is a new one. Picasso, thank you for your donation. What percentage of my salary go up? We'll go with a Vox Arcana, I guess. We can do the Vox Arcana for this one. Sure, why not? We got a salary. We need to see some percentiles. What percentiles can we get? We got the Magician 1 and 10. 10%. 10%, a 1 and a 0. I'm going to say 10% salary increase with that Magician and the Fool. Oh man, it feels like you should get some. It feels like you should get some training or get some extra stuff, maybe a certification, maybe training, maybe expand, maybe a college course, something. It feels like, you know what I'm saying? We have a little 10% boost in salary before 2023 ends. We got a 1 and a 0. That's the way it goes. That's the way it seems like. That's what the tarot says, at least. Relationships, though. Emma wants to, we moving from salary bouncing around to relationships and love and sex and stuff. I mean, relationship with A, what's it going to be like? Is A going to be decent? Is A going to say,
I love you?
Or are they going to be stingy with all that? Some people just don't say I love you until you give them some cash. And then they say I love you after you give them the cash. Until that, I mean, before that, you don't hear shit. Before that, you don't hear a thing. But the minute you hand out some cash, they love you to death. I don't know. Is that what relationship is going to be with A is going to be like? Ace of Wands, Hermit, and the King of Cups. It does feel like there's a disconnect between you and A, right? You got the Hermit, you got the Ace of Wands, you got the King of Cups. King of Cups is out on an island by themselves. They have a lot of distance between them and everything else. The Hermit, it feels like they're just not open. They're just not sort of expressive. A lot of times you just got to pick at them to figure out what the hell they're feeling or where they're going with all it. It feels challenging sometimes. Ace of Wands, it does say that it is something that peaks and it valleys. You know what I'm saying? It peak and valley. So that's what it's going to be like. I mean, the Hermit, that is what it's going to be like. A little Virgo action within there. Peaks and valleys. It's not going to be, it's not going to be boring. That's for sure. Not going to be boring at all. I guess that's good, I guess. Crystal, welcome to the stream. What's going on? Emma, why did A appear in my dream? Maybe they want to let you know about the peaks and valleys. I mean, I don't know. But if we had dreams, we could use the Vox Arcana and see some dreams. You know what I mean? Just like the Van Halen song, Dreams. There's a lot of, actually, like every band has a song called Dreams, it seems like. Oh, the boobies are out. Why did A appear in my dream? They have a message for you. I think they literally have a message for you. The Six of Pentacles, other than the obvious, the card that ruined the deck, this is kind of it, Anyway, we had another deck where somebody is mounting and having sex with a pomegranate. So, one of those is just going to ruin your deck. Curly Cookie and Kay, thank you for your donations. Basically, they want to give you some information. They want to share some information with that, right? With that. Alaya, I got your question. I see your question. Anyway, if you want to repeat your question, go ahead. Justice card. It is something that they need to get off their chest. No pun, maybe pun intended. It is something they need to get off their chest, okay? I mean, the Justice card says, It says we need to balance things out. We need to get things out into the open. Because the King of Pentacles says they have a lot of things to share. They have a lot of things to say. There are a lot of things to communicate. And you need to sort of listen, right? We need to listen. We need to listen. Let them get it off their chest, as they say. Okay. Yogi. I have new ideas from a YouTube channel. Will they do something? Will they what? I don't know. Will they what? I don't know. Will they what? I'm going to assume, will they be okay? I'm going to assume, will they make me some money? I'm going to assume, will they make a new video? I don't know. Samantha, thank you for your third donation. I appreciate you. Okay, you have new ideas. Will they work out? I think that's it. I think that's it. Will they work out? Will they work out these new ideas? Because that's a difficult, because if you implement them, you can't take it back. You know, you can't take it back. And 2 of Swords and 8 of Swords. I think the new ideas don't quite fit the channel. I'm not saying scrap them. I'm not saying scrap them. I am saying adjust the ideas for what you need them to be. Adjust the ideas for your particular theme of the channel and stuff like that, right? You need to adjust it. You need to adjust the ideas. I think the ideas need some tweaks. 2 of Swords, I don't think the ideas as is work. The 8 of Swords, you have a couple of swords, meaning the ideas have some merit. They have some beef to them. But I think overall they need some heavy tweaks before they're actually going to work out. They need some tweak that thing before it is actually going to work out. Will it be interesting enough, or should I think of other ideas? I think you should stick with these ideas, but tweak them. I think the ideas have merit. You just gotta hone it and you know what I'm saying? It's like a piece of wood that you have to carve up and make it into what you need to make it in. Anyway, all right, what is the next question going on over there? What's Nick's intention with me? Is Nick any good? Does Nick want some good things? Does Nick want some bad things? What is Nick doing over there? Nick, if you're watching, let us know your intentions. In the meantime, we are going to try to see the intentions with a couple of tarot cards, because that's what we do here. You know, we throw down some tarot cards. We hope for the best. You know, we hope that maybe we're going to be able to get some good stuff out of this. We don't know. Anyway, what are Nick's intentions? Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, 4 of Swords. I think that they have communicated their intentions. As the tarot is telling you, they have already communicated their intentions. I don't think there's anything secret in there. I don't think there's anything hidden. I don't think there's anything. I think what was laid on top of the table to view is what you got, right? Knight of Swords. I have communicated this. 4 of Swords. I've communicated. I'm waiting for your reaction. And this does feel like they are waiting for you to react. They are waiting for something to happen from this. The 9 of Wands says they're kind of hoping for the best, but expecting the worst almost in a lot of things, right? But they're going to lay it on the table, plain as simple. You're going to be able to very quickly understand and tell where this person's coming from and kind of what they want. And that's good. How refreshing is that? You know what I'm saying? How refreshing is that? Now, by the way, we have 37 donations. So if you're in the queue, I'm sorry, it's a long queue. Alaya, I know that you did not ask your question, but you did ask it in chat. You wanted to know, what does my cousin want to say after he pays? Is that it? What is my cousin? Oh, no, that is not it. That is not it. You wanted to know, what is the situation with somebody? What is the situation? So, Alaya, let me know what the rest of your question is, because you're in the queue. I mean, we're coming to you. We're coming to you. I didn't really ask if something wrong in chat. Can I still do it? Alaya, yes, you can still do it. Anyway, Linda, is my decision to wear some false lashes sustainable, or is somebody going to point to me and go, hey, I think you have false lashes on over there. Look, Linda. No, that lady right there. Linda. Yeah, that one. I think she has if they're going to do that. We don't know. We don't know. Let's see if that's going to work out for the best. If I was to make some false lashes, I would false lash me up some of this tarot right here. The Witchling Academy tarot screams false lashes when you look at it. I'm just saying. You know, I'm just saying. Alaya, where's my job? Alaya, Is that your question? Where's my job? I don't know. Elia, let me know what your question is. So far, let me see. So far, Elia, I have, there we go. What is the situation about a job? Do I have to worry? I got your question. You should be good. Anyway, Linda's got false lashes. Is Elia going to be wandering down the street and see Linda and spot the false lashes immediately? Let's find out. I say 8 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups, 5 of Swords. I think it is sustainable if you don't go too far. I think there is a little bit of a too far range to where everybody is going to notice false eyelashes. I'm just saying. But I think, you know what I'm saying? I think you get some good eyelashes. You get some nice ones that you like. 8 of Pentacles says get the good ones. Don't cheap out. Don't get the ones from Walmart that are $1. You know what I mean? Because the 3 of Pentacles is it's going to be impressive to people, and people are going to like those. They're not going to like the dollar store. They're going to like the good ones, and I think other people are going to enjoy your false eyelashes. It's going to be great. And you see right here. You see what happens if you go too far. If you go too far with this, you see what happens? It looks like a little see, that's a false eye. That's going too far right there. You don't want to go that far. You don't want to go that far with it. You want to take a step back to where it doesn't look like that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that is going to be your key. I think that is indeed sustainable. Just get the good ones. Get the good ones. You know what I mean? Because you got to make an impression. You got to make an impression. And I think you're going to be able to do that if the eyelash don't look like a pirate one eye patch. Anyway, Emma, what's going on with the money? You know, Emma wants to know. We're going to get some fat cash. We're going to get some good cash. We're going to get some other stuff. That's what you need. That's what you need right there. Yeah, the professional. You got to go professional. If it's going to be on anything on your face needs to be pro. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You can cheap out with the socks. You can cheap out with some of the shoes. You can cheap out with some jeans maybe, but when it's on your face, you got to get the good kind. You got to get whatever it is. You got to get the good kind. All right, money rating. Emma, can we get some money? Page of Wands, Hermit, and the Knight of Wands. This is something to where you need to get in more into your specialty. I think if you're able to spread your wings and show people your specialty and show people the way that you are, the good things that you do, the specialty things that you can do better than anybody else. The Knight of Wands, get that fiery aspect up in there. I think people notice. People see that Emma, oh man, Emma is just killing it over there. Emma is killing it over there. She's knocking it out over there. A Page of Wands, you don't want to look like a newbie. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to look like a newbie, right? Right? I can't crochet. So you're going to see me crocheting? No. I'm not going to be crocheting. I'm going to be doing something that I'm decent at. A Page of Wands. Don't wander into the territories that you're not going to be good at what you do. I think when you do what you are good at, people notice, people want to give you money. Hermit says a lot of times you're just going to have to step up and take the advantage too, right? When something needs to be done, say, yo, I'm stepping up. I'm taking this. You know, I'm knocking this out. I'm taking this on. I think people appreciate that and they're willing to pay. They're willing to pay for that as well. I think that money is going to be, money's going to be not as flowing as well until February. And then February, it's going to be a little bit better. Anyway, Ren, what's my fortune for 2022? You want a whole year? A whole year? Wow. No demands, no pressure for an entire year of readings. Well, let's find out what the year holds for you, my friend Ren. What is your fortune? What is your fortune for 2022? Chariot and the Wheel. I like it. Amanda, thank you for the subscription. I mean, if you're not subbed, hit that like and sub. If you like what you're seeing, hit the like and sub. We got tons of tarot cards in here. We're unboxing. We got a ton of stuff. We got the Tarot Tower over here. You ain't going to see that anywhere else. We got daily streams. We got, we got a lot of videos. We got a lot of cool stuff. We're expanding it on the Patreon. I'm going to start including how to make tarot decks. It's just going to be insane over here. Going to be insane over here. Wheel of Fortune 2022 is going to go a little bit better than 2021. We can tell you that right now. It's almost like you got something new coming in. You're moving. Are you moving? You have some movement. You have some activities happening that are going to lead you into a better place. The Chariot's a great card, especially next to the Two of Wands. It says you have more control over your fortune. You have more control over where you're going, how you're going to get there, and what's going to happen during that transition. Because I think transition is all about 2022. I think we are transitioning from one thing to the next. The wheel. We've been kind of complacent. We've been kind of relaxed. We haven't had a lot of the opportunities, a lot of the things that need to happen with that. Chariot says it's time to move on, time to move to the next thing. And that's what we're talking about, Ren, is moving on to the next thing, is moving on to the next big thing. I think that's 2022 for you. I don't think you can sit on your ass in 2022. I think you need to be moving to the next big thing. You know what that is? Ain't nobody got to tell you. The Two of Wands, dominion. You understand what is underneath you. You understand what kind of things you can do, you can't do, where you need to be going, how you need to be doing them. You need to move your ass in 2022. The Chariot is right there telling you so. He's motioning up there into the stars. The wheel says you've been too complacent with that. Let's get a move on. Let's get a move on. 2022 looks good if you get to move on with that. If you get going. Curly Cookie, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. All right. Let's see. Will somebody go to prison before what they did? Oh my, sunshine today. What the hell is going on over there? Sunshine today. What's going on over there? Anyway, is somebody going to go to the slammer for what they did? They're going to go to prison. We're going to have a justice card. Can we have a justice card? Just wrap the whole reading up immediately. A justice, an Eight of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Ten of Cups of the world. I don't think so. I think they're going to skate. I think they're going to skate through this and not be restricted. Two of Pentacles says they did have some decisions to make. They have decisions to make as well. King of Cups. It's almost like they're comfortable with where they're at. They're almost like they're comfortable with what happened. It's sort of like it's planned. It's sort of like it's planned almost. The world says they have a lot of options to get out of prison. I'm just saying they have a lot of options to get out of prison. I'm not going to say anybody's not going to slap them on the wrist. I'm not going to say anybody's going to put a heavy fine on them, constrict them. But the Ten of Cups is almost like they get stuck at home. They get stuck at home. The Ten of Cups, I'm at home. King of Cups, I'm kind of restricted a little bit, but the world says I have a lot of options here in order, a lot of things to do that I can do with that. The world and Two of Pentacles, a lot of choices to happen and a lot of ways to sort of sneak out of whatever I need to sneak out of. So no, I don't see justice. I don't see the Two of Swords. I don't see the Eight of Swords. I don't see the Four of Swords, which would be kind of imprisonment. I don't know what else. I'd have to see it, but I'd see it as long as restricted at home or home arrest, house arrest, maybe something like that. I don't think they're actually going to go to the slammer, is what I'm saying. I don't see a slammer in their future. Aliyah is finally next. Aliyah's like, wow, I donated a year ago. I donated a year ago. Where's my reading? Anyway, what is the situation with my job? Do I need to worry about my job? Love, peace, and thank you for your donation. Welcome to the stream. What's going on? This is something that I need to worry. Do I need to be concerned about my job? Let's see. Forgot the chat. Okay. Hello, Andrew. Okay. You're talking to Andrew. You take, forgot my question. We got all that. Anyway, Leia says, I really asked a question, something wrong with my chat. Anyway, what is this around that job? Do I need to worry? I need to worry about my job. What is going on with that? If I'm going to be concerned about my job, I'm going to be concerned with this one right here, otherwise known as the Curious Travels Tarot. Enough people ask about this deck that I actually ended up getting the box and bringing it today. I'm just saying, I got the box. I brought it today. I hope y'all happy. I'm just saying, Aliyah, Look at you. Look at you. I got this out there. Anyway, do we need to worry about our job? Now, before I start, entertainment purposes only. Never assume anything about your job based upon a fat man on YouTube reading cards. Right? Just saying. I'm a fat man and I'm on YouTube reading tarot cards. You should never make any life decisions based upon that. You should go, oh, that's interesting, Mr. Fat Man. Thank you for your opinion. And you should do what you need to do, right? You should do what you need to do. Now, that said, what is the situation with your job? It ain't good. It ain't good. We have a 5 of Pentacles, which is the broke, no money card. At the end, and then we have a Queen of Pentacles. It's almost like that you get a payoff or you get a payout or something like that before that happens. 2 of Swords is interesting as well. Basically, here's what I see happening. I see the job being okay, but you get a better offer, right? You get a better offer. I think somebody comes up to where you're going to be able to get a better position, a better place, right? You have the Queen of Pentacles followed by the 5. In other words, I skirted or I avoided this situation here with something that's going to be better, something that is going to have cash, something that is going to be good. Basically, I think you get another offer. You're able to leap to it and avoid something bad happening at that. It seems like the 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords is there something going on behind the scenes? Something going on behind the scenes, and you are very happy to take a new offer with something else going on. Anyway, that's what I see. That is what I see. You know what I mean? A sunshiny day. Thank you for hanging out with us. Have a fantastic Monday evening. All right. Marina, can I have a general rating? And thank you. Well, you're quite welcome. All right, let's see what we got. Yeah, you need to go to a thin woman. My woman's not thin, but I'm not thin either. Just saying. All right. Let's see what's going on. All right. Kind of a general reading. I'd be happy to give you a general reading, Marina. Get you some action, get you some adventure, get you some good stuff happening with a little bit of a general action. The 5, the Magician. Oh, man, you prevail. What the hell's going on? Oh, Jesus Christ, this is a good raid. All right. Basically, there's some competition. There is some competition. Marie, welcome. How you doing? There's some competition. Scott Lynn, welcome. Kay, thank you for your donation. There's some competition happening. There's some things going on in the background there that there's some competition happening. I think that's kind of good. Okay, I say that's good because you're gonna obliterate the competition. It feels like you're at a place, Marina, where you can obliterate the competition. You can get everything done that you need. The competition is here. The strife card. A lot of people competing for a resource. A lot of people coming in. A lot of people happening, moving on. The Magician says you're way better than any of them. It feels like you are. The 6 of Wands. It says the victory, the Lord of Victory is there. Marina, it feels like if you want to compete, do it. Because you are set to obliterate the competition. This is a very clear reading to me. It is super duper clear. If you want to join the competition, if you want to get up there and go to bat with them, go to bat for that, I think that you'll make it. I think you'll make it. Looking good. Looking really good. It feels like that you have the desire, the passion, all of the things that need to be there in order to trounce the competition. I think you do it, quite frankly. Will I ever give birth to a child? Samantha wants to know. Ooh, let's get a different deck for this. I really do like the new Ciro Marchetti deck. I would say really do like the Ciro Marchetti deck over here for this one. I think this is going to be all right? I think it's going to be all right. Now, will I ever give birth to a child? Should be simple. We have all of the standard children cards that we could use. All of the standard children cards that we can kind of use. You get the 6. We got a 6 of Swords action with that. a little bit of hoarding in here and the options as well. I would say, yeah. I mean, that's pretty simple. It's pretty easy read, I think he will give birth to a child. The Six of Swords, it says it is a while. It's not something you do next week. You know what I'm saying? Not something you get prego next week or anything. The Six says it's going to be a while. It's going to be a journey. It's going to be an adventure. But I do think that you have an active birth thing happening, right? Because it sort of says that we have a sort of an insemination thing going. We have some action here. We have some sunlight. We have some life happening within here. And then we have other options. I think you give birth to 2 children. Is what I'm saying. I think you give birth to 2 children. That's it. So Samantha, you give birth to 2 kids, a girl and a boy, by the way. Not at the same time. I think they're a few years apart. Anyway, all right. What would my next romantic partner like about me? What would they enjoy about my personality and all of this other stuff? It does have my name, and I'm getting a replacement because this one's damaged. This one's quite damaged, I got to say. Anyway, next romantic partner is going to be a family person. Definitely a family person. We got the 10 of Cups. It's almost like that they want to start a family, or they want to sort of be in that mode where, they just want to get a sort of a family. They're like a family, all of a sudden stuff. Lachey, we're going to be here a while. Come on. Lachey, you're always welcome, Lachey. All right. But yeah, we have a new family. They want to start a family. That's what I'm saying, right? Yeah, you have the 6. And coming up in here, it does say that they're very passionate, they're very giving, and they need somebody to sort of be around. They need somebody to rely upon. I think some of their previous partners, they weren't very reliable in that realm as well. And then you got the Lord of Victory over here. I think your next romantic partner will like the fact that you are sort of just a good person inside. You are just a good person inside. You get stuff done. You don't hesitate. You knock it out. You're successful. They like a lot of different things about you. It's what I think. It's what I think indeed. All right. And you are a giving person, right? You do have a little bit of that giving aspect from the 6 of Pentacles as well. So I like it. Picasso, how does Frank feel about me? All right. Feel about me. Is this romantic? I mean, are you and Frank going to do broom closet interactions, or like what's going on with that? If I was going to do a broom closet interaction, I would reach for the Tarot Tower and pull out I would not pull that out. I'd pull out the Meraki Tarot instead. Lachey, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. Let's see. Christina's nowhere near home. Like nowhere. When I say nowhere near, I mean not even remotely close to getting off work. And it's an hour and a half for her to get home. So we got all day. We got all day up in here. And I haven't been here in 4 days. So I feel like, oh, y'all. Oh, yeah. Anyway, all right. Let's find out. How does Frank feel and think about me? Do they like me? Do they like where things are going with that? 5 of Swords says Frank's kind of a glass half empty kind of guy. I mean, the 5 of Swords, a glass half empty kind of guy. I don't think they've had much luck at work. I don't think they've had much luck. Maybe this is a relationship thing. Maybe this is a connection thing. This is somebody you got to let them warm up. You can't just come in cold with this person. You let them warm up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Get them warmed up, let them warm up, let things sort of move around, move across. I think it's going to be important. Overall, the 5 of Swords says they haven't had a lot of luck with connections and whatnot. Hanged Man says they have a lot of sarcasm too. Some of it, you're sort of like, whoa, what the hell's he doing? You gotta kind of relax with the sarcasm. I think they go a little bit overboard with some of the things that they say. If you take them literally, you're going to be in trouble, right? You're going to be in trouble. Lachey, you are here. And we are here. So we got a double Samantha, Picasso, K, Curly Cookie, Samantha, Love Peace, K, and Lachey. And by the way, that says that we are also ending soon. We eventually got to end, we might as well just hop it out tonight. They do have some opinions that aren't in the mainstream. So if you're looking for everybody, you know, opinions in the mainstream, you have to be accepting of that. You can be accepting of that. Now, the Three of Pentacles says that overall they like you. They do like you. This is a teamwork card. They see you as part of the team. They see you as active. They see you as some good stuff within here. And the King of Wands says they're willing to, you know, interact with you. So all sorts of good stuff happening with that. So I like it. Cosmic Kitty, welcome. How you doing? Good to see you. All right. Overall, they like you. They like you a lot. Okay, should I wait till the Pisces reach out or should I text them first? You know, that's the trick, ain't it? With the fishies, you don't know. You don't know. Scott Lynn, I thought you two broke up. We did break up. And then we went to eat. And then she wanted to be friends. And then I was like, ain't happening. And then I was like, you need to make a decision. And then she was like, well, okay, I love you. I was like, I love you too. Why did we break up? And she's like, I don't know. So now we're not broken up anymore. Okay, anyway. All right. So that teaches me to not post things on social media about my relationships. I'm just saying. You don't post anything because relationships are complex. This is not something that, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm naive. I thought that relationships were obvious and easy and simple. No, that's not happening. Okay, anyway, now back to the fish. Okay, because the fish is roaming around. The fish is swimming around tonight. Should you wait till the fish reaches out to us? Is the fish going to come swimming to us, or do we need to text the fish first, right? You do have a situation, the King of Cups, and Temperance, where I think you need to text first. I don't think the fish is going to swim around your way. You know, I think you need to text first. Okay, so there you go. So wait until no, don't wait. You need to text first. I'm not saying spill your heart out or nothing. I am saying you need to text first. I think it's pretty obvious from that read. I think it's very important that you text first. Kay, I know you're new. Kay, I hope you like the stream, Kay. Kay, if you like the stream, hit that like and sub. I'm just saying. Okay, you know, hit that like and sub button because that's what we do here. We read tarots. Who else has the tarot tower? Come on. Raise your hand if you have a tarot tower on your stream. I'm just saying. All right. Let's see what else we got going on tonight. We're going to go speaking, I'm happy for you. Oh, me too. All right. But she's working until like midnight tonight or some shit. Anyway, so I got plenty of time to stay here. I got plenty of time to hang out and stay with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got plenty of time. All right. Anyway, what does my cousin want to say? He passed away. Okay. Let's find out what the cousin wants to say. They have passed away. Will they want to reach out from the grave and let us know some information? Let's find out what that information is. Find out what the information is. Six of Cups. Man, they were really tight with the family. They were very tight with the family. Now, Curly Cookie. Curly Cookie. They had a lot of passion, a lot of love for the family. The Six of Cups is a family card. It is. It says that we are passionate. We are very concerned. We are very in with the family. The Six of Cups is a beautiful card for that purpose. And that's what you really need to know. That's going to be the main thing. Right? Because the Two of Wands says sometimes you don't know about that. You don't know about that. It feels like sometimes maybe that wasn't quite obvious. I mean, it wasn't, right? The Three of Wands. The Three of Wands. They wish things had gone differently. They wish some things had gone a bit differently. There were some challenges. There were some things that needed to be tweaked. There were some things that needed to be different. And they didn't really have the power to make them different. It's almost like that they felt restricted, or they felt like that they didn't have the power to get some stuff done they needed to do. They didn't have the ability to do things that had to happen. And it feels like there was some disappointment surrounding that. The Hierophant. The Hierophant does say they are indeed in a better place. They want you to know they are in a better place. The Hierophant is up there because there were some challenges around this particular individual. The Two of Wands into the Three of Wands. It's almost like that they were lost in their way, or they had lost direction on some particular aspects. But this was a tight family person. This was somebody that was passionate about the family. This was someone that was very concerned about the family as well. So they just wanted you to know all of that stuff. There you go. All right. What can he say happened to him before he passed? I don't know. Samantha, does the Virgo I haven't talked to, did they not like me or do they actually like me? I don't know. We haven't talked to this damn Virgo in a while. Virgo, this particular one is kind of mean or not. Were they challenging? Were they challenging? Linda, your tarot tower destroyed with duct tape and gorilla tape. I mean, you seems like you had everything you had to get everything going on there. You tried. You gave it a shot. You gave it a shot, and that's what you need. That's what you need at the end of the day. Anyway, I do have a new magic trick. Do y'all want to see it? Do y'all want to see the magic trick? I don't think, actually, no. I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's actually going to work. Never mind. We'll do it tomorrow. Does the Virgo I have, do they dislike me? Hermit, the Virgo card. Funny how that works. Six of Swords, a Two of Wands. No. I think they have a complex relationship with you. I don't think it's something simple, right? Like I like you, I don't think that's that really simple. The Six of Swords says it's a more complex, more deep thing. They do have multiple feelings about you. They have some likes and they have some dislikes, right? The Hermit, they are in there. They feel like they're all alone sometimes as well. Okay, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Overall, the Two of Wands, it says, wait for them. Wait for them. I think they're going to clean up. I think if things clean up, I think it'll be all right. They don't dislike you. They have some dislikes. They have some likes. I don't think it's like a black and white type of thing. I think it's something to where let them clean up and come back and it'll be okay. That's what I'm saying. Let them clean up and come back. It'll be okay. Curly wants to know, what can he say happened to him before he passed? Was this kind of a fishy, no pun intended, was this kind of a fishy, we need the thought, screw this. We're going to the afterlife. We're going to the afterlife. Let's get serious up in here, shall we? Let's take the gloves off over here for these readings, shall we? Let's go with the thought. You want some afterlife stuff? We'll do some afterlife stuff. You want some mystery solved? We can solve a mystery, right? Obviously, entertainment purposes only. Never solve a mystery based upon a fat man reading your tarot cards on the internet. IT guy, what's your favorite deck out of all of them? Well, this one here. This one right here would be my favorite deck out of all of them. What did he say happened to him before he passed? Oh, man, somebody was really pissed off at him. All right, entertainment purposes only. Somebody's really pissed off at him. Oh, man. All right. This, again, entertainment purposes only. Somebody's really pissed off at him for something. It feels like he had a bad interaction with somebody. He had an interaction that was that was not optimal. Bad interaction, not optimal. You see how I reworded that? Anyway, he had a bad interaction with somebody. And it feels like something went wrong. And when it went wrong, it didn't seem like it was that big of a deal, but it was that big of a deal. It feels like it was that big of a deal. Something that they thought was not a big deal was indeed a big deal. Right? There's some disappointment in the air. There's some bad decisions that were made. It's almost like that something was planted or something was done that couldn't be undone or couldn't be reversed, basically. And things went poorly from that. Somebody's very passionate in this thing too. You have somebody very passionate about something, and when they got too passionate, Jay, thank you for your very generous donation over PayPal. As always, I greatly appreciate you. the disappointment took over the passion and something else was going on. I don't know. I mean, I may be way off. I don't know. Let me know. Feedback. Curly Cookie, give me some feedback here. I'm batting over here in the middle of the field without a ball. I have no idea what's going on. Anyway, a lot of heavy card. It is. Anyway, that's what I'm just saying. That's what I'm just saying. Oh man, what happened to him before he passed? Somebody was disappointed. Somebody got some disappointment. Anyway, let me know what the situation is, and I'm actually going to get these. I'm going to move these just out of reach, and I want to wait because something else going on. I think there's something interesting about this question that needs to be answered. Anyway, let me know what the hell's going on over here, and I will pull these cards back out, and then I want to kind of look over them again once I know what the situation was. Anyway, if we can do that, that would be fantastic. In the meantime, let's get some more reads. Let's get some more reads going on. Something important about what Curly Cookie just asked is like, Curly Cookie, something important about this. Will my Scorpio crush agree to see me again in person and give me a chance? He's religious. I'm spiritual. We have insane chemistry, lovely peace, and a beautiful soul. Let's see what kind of religious thing we got. Maybe we got the Hierophant in this one. Hierophant or the High Priestess, you know what I'm saying? Because we just did a tutorial on some of these cards on the Patreon, and I'm kind of curious if we get some actual religious aspects to this one. And no, we get Ace of Wands, the Lovers, Page of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. I don't think seeing them in person is a problem. I don't think seeing them in person is going to be a problem. It just seems like a gimme. It seems easy. The whole thing is easy, right? Getting them to come over, it seems too hard. It's almost like getting them to take action seems hard. The Page of Wands. Now, lovely peace. This is important. This is important. Even though it's difficult to get them to take action, don't take that as they don't like you, because that's a logical combo to make. I can make that connection all day, love. I'm just saying I can do it, but don't. You got the 10 of Cups over here. It's fantastic. You got the Lover's card. It's fantastic. You got the Ace of Wands. There's so much potential. There's so many things that you want to do. Lovely peace. There's so many places you want to get this going. But the Page of Wands, this person is either lazy or they have a lot of damn problems with this relationship in their head. Right? But do they love you? The Lovers, the Ten of Cups, they do. They do. They absolutely do. But why are they lazy? Why are they having difficulty? Why are they having anxiety over this? What is going on through that? Ace of Wands says you may have to take some of this over. You may have to pick some of this up and run with it yourself. You know what I'm saying? You may have to do a little bit of insisting through that. I don't know. But I think so. Now, Scorpio, I'm just saying, Scorpio, you got to be careful. Anyway, okay, Kay has got a double shot. Then we got Lachey, and then we're out of here. We got a double K, Lachey, and a Jade, and then we're out of here. All right. Now, I don't know if Curly Cookie is still around. We're going to save the cards off screen. There you go. Anyway, Human, what's going on? Human, will we meet again? We meet again indeed, Mr. Human. It's good to see you, because I'm a human as well. We have that in common, Human. That's a good thing. All right, secure job after 3 months of probation. You never know. With these probationary things. There does seem like that there are some opportunities to get this done. I think you're going to be there. I think you are going to be there. We're getting a thumbs up. We're getting a thumbs up on this. I like it. I think basically your work is noticed. Your work is appreciated. KD, I'm glad that you moved. I'm glad that you finally moved. Your work is appreciated. All right. High Priestess, they need you there. They do need you there. I think you already kind of know you are getting it. You already kind of know they're going to throw you the bone. You're going to be able to fetch it and come back with it. I think that's going to be okay. Overall, yes, K. Yes, you will be able to secure that job. Not going to be a problem. The other K reading that we got Lachey, we got Jade. We're out of here. K, does the Pisces want something serious, or is he screwing around with other people? I mean, the Pisces is back. The Pisces is back. You know what I mean? Scorpios are complex and deep. Well, not really. Not mine. Mine's like a blunt object. Mine's like a large hammer with a variety of nails. You know what I'm saying? So like a blunt object. I don't know. Anyway, all right. Does the Pisces want something serious? Are they screwing around? Are they going around with that? I think they are communicating with other people. I think that's obvious. K, you already knew this. K, you're coming on my stream. You're new. You already knew this. You already knew this. You know it in your head. You knew it in your soul. You knew it in your intuition. They are texting other people. They got other people on the line. You know what I'm saying? They got other people on the line. This is a lot of talk, a lot of gossip. I think, I think somebody else has kind of clued you into this as well. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. I don't think the other texting, I don't think the other stuff that he's doing is going to interfere overall. But just be aware that this is not something you should put a lot of emotions into. You know what I mean? You don't want to just dump all of your emotions, all of your hopes, and all of your dreams and put it on their shoulders. You want to do your own thing. If they want to be together, they want to be together. That's going to be fine. That's going to be great. You just kind of got to go with it. So, you know what I'm saying? So something serious maybe, but you're going to have to go with their flow. I don't think you're going to be able to force anything out of it. And I think you already knew. You had that feeling that there was something else going on over there. Anyway, Curly Cookie, if you're still in the stream, let me know what's going on with the previous thing. We got a mystery. So Curly Cookie, I mean, you can email me too, I'm just kind of curious about what the hell is going on. It feels like something serious is back up in there. Anyway, Lachey, we got Jade with the generous PayPal donation. All of y'all being so supportive and loving. I appreciate it. I love you all.
I love you.
At the Tarot Oracle Show, what's coming for me in love? A new ex or a new love? You are be single for a while. Lachey wants the Thoth because Lachey knows what the Thoth does. The Thoth is going to tell you like it is. The Thoth doesn't play around. The Thoth doesn't screw around. The Thoth does not play. It does not waste any time. It's not going to waste your time. That's a good thing. I think that's a good... Andrew, back me up here. That's the good thing about the Thoth. It doesn't waste your damn time. It doesn't make you do 5 readings. It doesn't make you come back tomorrow for clarification. The Thoth just lays it on the line for you and lets you know. You know what I'm saying? Because when the Thoth has a complex read, it's a complex situation. It's not something you're going to be able to back out of. Anyway, what's coming for me in love? A new ex, single. You got a new love coming. The Fool. Into the most playful, wonderful, fun card. It's going to be a fun relationship, Lachey. You have somebody new coming in that's fun, that is entertaining, that is cool. A Leo. It feels like a Leo. It feels really like it's just fun sign. It doesn't take things seriously. They're relaxed. They're able to sort of process it, get it going. They're able to do their own thing. Not somebody that is, that is going to be bringing you down by far. You have a fun, entertaining, enjoyment relationship coming with that. Now, it feels like they want a serious relationship way too quickly sometimes. It feels like they want to get serious, and you're like, whoa, wait a minute. Oh, like what's going on with the? It feels like you're going to have to take command, take the steering wheel for this, because it does feel like that they move a little bit too quickly for your liking. There are a lot of moving parts to this relationship. I think you should know that in the beginning. You know what I mean? There's a lot of moving parts to this. Not something super simple. Fun, absolutely. Is it something to be engaged with? Is it something that gets your emotions moving? Is something with a chemistry just rocks it, gets it going? I think that is there. But you have to understand there's a lot of moving parts with this relationship. And I think you're going to oversimplify it during the honeymoon period. I don't think that's a problem. I just think that you should not oversimplify. You should be willing to understand there are some more things happening. There are some deeper aspects, some deeper points to this particular connection. I think if you're able to do that, that's going to be fine. It's going to be great. But it's going to be hard because of this card right here is so life-changing. Is so interesting, is so cool. And this is something that with the Fool, I'm willing to take the adventure. I'm willing to take the dive. I'm willing to get it going. But where the hell does it go after that? You know what I'm saying? Where does it go after that? And the last reading of the night, thank you again for being so supportive and awesome. I appreciate that. Jade wants to know money for 3 months. Now, Jade, got a couple of hills and valleys. Immediately what's coming in here is you got a couple of hills and valleys for it. I think that's all right. I think it's all right. Jade, you're used to change. Jade, you're used to change at this point. You're used to some level of unpredictability. I think the next 3 months is going to be a little on the unpredictable side, but not just majorly thing. Jade, you're going to have a big change in my mind in about 7 months. But 3 months, I think you'll be all right. 3 months, I think you'll be all right. In 7 months, you're going to have a big changes in money. But let's go for the 3 months. You asked about the 3 months. Let's go for the 3 months. 7 months, again, just sort of an expansion. 7 months, entertainment purposes only. When we start talking about money, I get nervous because I think people are going to lose some money and they're going to blame me and they're going to sue me. But what I'm telling you, though, is in 7 months, entertainment purposes only, but in 7 months, I'd make sure not have a lot of risky things out there wandering around and juggling it. Okay? I would not juggle risky things in 7 months. 3 months, I think you'd be all right. In fact, I think you'd be okay indeed. Two of Pentacles. This is a time to do a little shifting if you need to do shifting. I don't think it's going to be a problem. Two of Pentacles, right? We're able to juggle the money. We're able to move from here to there. I don't think there are a lot of things happening that are just going to just hit you hard with that. The Ten of Cups, right? We're getting all the emotions that we need. We're getting the things coming in. I think we have a pretty good level of stability with that. Not going to be a problem. You have an Eight of Pentacles. It does say the work that you do, you get compensated for it, right? In other words, if I put in extra, okay, if I go get this extra thing, if I go do this extra thing, if I go do volunteer, if I step up and do this thing, I think we get rewarded for it. I don't think you get thrown under the bus at all for this particular thing. The Chariot says being mobile with money is going to be your advantage right now. It is really going to be mobile. You got the Chariot, you got the Two of Pentacles, a lot of juggling money, money movement, things are going around with that. Ten of Cups, get it to where it's comfortable, get it to where it's going to be okay, where it's not going to be, in too bad of a situation. But again, 7 months, totally different situation. Now, earning things and getting what you earned is a big key here because a lot of times we work, right? It's like we go, let's say our name rhymes with, let's say that we go to work with a medical company. And we do 12 hours of work every day. And we're getting paid barely enough to pay rent. That's a problem. I don't think the Eight of Pentacles says that for you. I think the Eight of Pentacles says what I work on is what I get the reward for. So I think a little bit of incentive, a little bit of extra, I think it's going to get you where you need to be. And overall, I like it. I think it's going to be a good thing for you overall. But again, it is coming up on December. We got December, January, February, March, April, May, June. Mid-year. It's going to be interesting for you indeed. And that is it for me for the readings and the stream. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Well, I'll be back tomorrow, same time, and I will see you then.